Hello! Zambia true final video journal. Alright, to begin, what a place, man!
Well, we're back in the States. I can't even believe we were gone for 2 weeks and now we're back in the States. That's just kind of mind-blowing. And it feels like time has passed, but it hasn't at the same time.
These are kind of just, my final thoughts about the trip and what it was like to work with the Bare Feet Theater.
And I don't know how to feel, but I do know that we had an amazing time in Africa.
It almost feels like that was a completely parallel universe that I kind of just zapped back into reality from.
Words cannot describe how absolutely incredible and life-changing this trip was.
Anyways, questions on the iPad mini because I'm too lazy to write them down. Yeah, back from Zambia. Everything's been going great. I've been home. That's why I'm able to do it. I've been home visiting with family, catching them up, giving them my little splurge. But yeah.
My experience in Zambia, wow. First of all, I can't believe that I'm doing the final video journal over a week after leaving. I wanted to go on location. Right now I'm currently in New York City. I'm at Tompkins Square Park.
So it's just been a lot trying to get used to the way that the US is, trying to reflect on the trip and then move on to what I'm doing for the rest of the summer. So it's been really interesting.
Overall, my trip and my study abroad experience in Lusaka, Zambia was life-changing. I have noticed a real change in myself and who I am.
So it was fun. I feel like I got to use, a lot of what I've been trained to do through my 4 years. Just learning stuff quickly and then jumping into the scene. So it was a lot of fun.
So let's get into it.
If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip the switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch. Always have to plan and stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks. We out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting polarized. We out here making posters and we ain't got nothing to hide. We move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for your pay stub or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game rough. Get your game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up. Play the game, bruh. Never stop. Don't get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit. Keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah. You know I'm always honest. There ain't no way I'm ever stopping. I won't quit, keep going till I got it.
Bare Feet. I don't even know how to describe how much I miss them. They work hard. They really care for their community. If something bad happens in their life, they don't go off talking about it and complaining. They live in the moment. They're happy. They bring joy. And that's something I wish we could have here in the US. I was explaining to Pascal.
I think I have matured in some aspects about life, and I've definitely become more patient. I noticed that one thing I admired about them is that they definitely do not rush through life. They take their time on things, and I admire that about them.
Some things I really enjoyed being there was just being able to see how strong a community they had when they were there, how people were so ready to help and be friendly, and it made me feel safe, if anything.
Brought me a lot of hope that one day the world will just be a better place. And overall, it's mostly because going to Zambia, being with people at Bare Feet Theater, that taught me so much in such a short amount of time.
It's so upsetting to me to come home and to have to listen to stereotypes and all of the negative connotations that people have with African culture or just cultures that aren't familiar to them.
And it makes me really, really upset. Why can't people just be more accepting of differences, you know? It's real. I could ramble on and on and on about this because I've really been experiencing that since being home.
That they found so much, there's just so much life there, like so much joy, and the exact opposite of how it's portrayed, you know?
I just wish that they understood. I wish that there was a way that I could really tell everybody what the experience was like, but there's not. You just can't give an accurate portrayal. So as much as you can, it's so important to portray it correctly and positively because that's how they are. That was the most positive country I've ever been to in my entire life.
Just this abundance of incredibly, incredibly kind people. Strangers just introducing themselves to you just for the sake of seeing that you're a foreigner and they want to get to know you.
Just being able to see the rich and beautiful culture and see how prideful people are about where they're from and seeing them, you know, wanting to express that with us. It was a very beautiful thing that I will cherish forever.
I'm like getting a little emotional, but yeah, I don't know. And it was hard coming back because you try to explain to people what it was like, and you can't quite, like, you can tell them everything you did, but you can't quite explain how it affects you. I just feel like every person I met there, or I grew to, you know better while I was there, you know, helped me kind of, I don't know, reconnect with a part of myself, in a more curious and happy and excited part of myself. So I'm glad that I got to, you know, have that experience.
I think the one thing that truly stood out to me was just getting there and everyone playing music for us, or during lunch just sitting around and like, I remember Musa was like playing the drum, and Joyce and Eva and I think it was Lisa were just dancing and singing. And they just wanted so bad for us to all be a family, and that's what we are now. Like, we are all forever connected.
I'm just curious all the time about everything around me. And I was already curious beforehand, but going to a different place and now coming back to my home place has made me even more curious and even more excited about everything around me. I feel like a little kid. Like, I really feel like a little kid walking around the earth. And going to Africa has really widened my global understanding and perspective. Like, I no longer feel like Africa is a different dimension, a different world, a different planet. It just feels like a different place on the same earth. Get what I mean?
And I'm seeing like my own neighborhood, my own school, my old high school in like this new light and perspective. And it's interesting to see the world this way.
The thing that I took back to the US was being more generous, more kind, being more aware of my surroundings, being aware of what's going on around the world and how I treat others. Because Zambia, people in Zambia and in Bare Feet really, it's different. We have different types of lives, like lots of buildings here, and there are buildings in Zambia, but there's a lot more street stuff going on with markets and not a lot of main roads. So, but they were smiling regardless. They were just happy, and they were happy with what they had. And so that's something I want to take back with me, and that's something I really, really, really admire.
It kind of left me speechless. Like, I went home and I tried to, like, explain it to my family, and I'm like, you just have to do it to understand what we did.
This entire experience of cultural exchange was so vital to my growth as a human, and I'm so thankful that this happened when I was just 20 years old, because I'm still learning, I'm still growing, I'm still developing, and I'm still figuring myself out and figuring out my values and figuring out who I am, what I want to do, how I want to make an impact on the world. And this cultural exchange really solidified a lot of answers that I've been searching for within myself and within my life and within everything. I feel so secure after this trip, and I think that's glorious. It's really, really awesome.
It was just a time for growth, and on all fronts, as people, as artists. I was learning every single moment. I made it a personal thing for me when whenever we were on the bus going to or from Bare Feet, or anywhere really, I made it a personal thing to not be on my phone, because I just wanted to look at everything, watch everything pass by, just to learn and just to grow. And that was just kind of the theme for me overall, was just growing and discovering.
I was like, wow, it's crazy how you can build connections so quick with people, and then in 2 weeks. But it's cool. It definitely is something I'm very grateful for.
The most fulfilling art that I experienced was working with Bare Feet, because they sought to help a community and to teach the community something. And I just thought that was incredible that they could like work with these kids. And I saw the kids that were at the first place that we performed at that were taught by Bare Feet doing that 3-person high acrobatic trick. And that was incredible. And I just think it's so cool that art can motivate people to learn things like that. And for the people at Bare Feet, like, it's changed some of their lives, and like that's their community, and that's like a home for them, and that's really nice.
I wouldn't know anything about Zambia if it wasn't for this trip. It is a place that I probably would have seen the name of, and maybe been able to point out the flag of. And now I have such a cognizant knowledge of, intimate knowledge of this culture on the other side of the planet, and these people on the other side of the planet. And just, I am able to understand another group of people in a greater context than I ever thought.
It's something you'll always look back on and be like, man, like, I'm so glad I took the time and the opportunity to do that.
A moment of gratitude for the people at Bare Feet. Oh my God, you guys were awesome.
I want to thank Bare Feet so much for everything you taught me and every piece of yourself that you gave to your work.
I am so grateful to everybody at Bare Feet, because you continue to do amazing things.
Every single person a part of that company will have a very special place in my heart.
Everything I learned from Zambia, everything I learned from Bare Feet, I'm going to carry it with me deep in my heart.
Thank you so much for letting us work with you for 2 weeks. It was an incredible experience, and I will remember it for the rest of my life.
Very grateful for the people at Bare Feet. They took us in and taught us so much. Can't even explain how much they taught, and they did it with open arms.
So thank you so much, and I hope you guys all have like a great summer/winter in Zambia.
You are honestly like the most positive, energetic, wonderful human beings I have ever met, and I hope that you always continue to have that fire.
Working with Bare Feet ignited this artistic flame inside of me that was already lit, but they just like filled it with like lighter fluid and poof, you know what I mean?
Awesome to be around, so fun to be around, so many funny moments with them.
I just feel like every person I met there, or I grew to, you know better while I was there, you know, helped me kind of, I don't know, reconnect with a part of myself in a more curious and happy and excited part of myself. So I'm glad that I got to, you know, have that experience.
It's just such an amazing thing that it's so little people will experience it. Just this exchanging of information, the exchanging of who we are as people. And now they have a piece of us and we have a piece of them with us. And no matter how small or big it is, it's something different for each person. Everybody who went on this trip took away something different. But we all have a piece of something that we didn't have before and that we couldn't have before, but we do now. And that's pretty beautiful and pretty special.
But we also had such a beautiful cultural exchange that I will never, ever forget, and memories that will live on in my heart for years and years and years to come. Stories that were generated in real time that I'll be telling later.
The artists in Zambia, if they were to come over to the States, they would kill in this industry.
You took host to our eclectic group of weirdos, put up with all of us. I think we all provide our own unique set of interesting challenges. But you guys took us with open arms, loving arms, and it was incredible working with you all.
Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much.
I will really miss all of you, but thank you for everything.
I hope that one day I get to come back and visit them.
Yeah, I'm just so grateful for the friends and family I now have in Lusaka.
Thank you, Bare Feet. I don't know if you guys will ever see this, but thank you guys.
So those are my final thoughts. This is Kiera Michael. Peace out, Girl Scout, okay? Senior season! Woo!
Myself a promise, I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah. You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.